G'day, it's James Greenshields. For those who don't know me, I was a combat team commander with 2nd Cavalry Regiment back in 2006-7 and led Combat Team Eagle into Iraq back then with some awesome people. G'day to them. My vehicle was hit by a roadside bomb on the 23rd of April, and when I returned home I developed post-traumatic stress and depression. I got out in 2010, not at my highest, at my lowest, and went further down from there. My journey was one of when I woke up to what was actually happening for me. I got worse, and I sat on the couch and wondered how to take my own life. Even though my family were amazing, supportive, being there for me, putting up with all my shit, I just couldn't see a way through it, and I thought that I was bringing so much pain to them that I needed to leave the planet. I sit in front of you now in 2017 towards the closing parts of it. I've never had a relapse of post-traumatic stress or depression. If I suffer from anything, it's post-traumatic growth. Being hit by a roadside bomb, 4th best day of my life. Why? I took ownership of my shit, and I was the only one who could heal myself. So there's an amazing group, and I've been asked to put this video together by the Overwatch community and have a bit of a chat to you. What an incredible band of brothers and sisters that are bonding together and helping those, doing some incredible work when people are at their lowest, to be there for them and support them. And the volunteers too, they've got each other's back, which is pretty impressive. And the thing that fuels a volunteer is knowing that they're doing something which is of value, of service. So if you ever get a gift from a volunteer, how to respond has to be with gratitude. It's the only possible way. The only thing that's going to keep this Overwatch band together is by banding together. If you're one of those people that's hurting, one of the reasons why you're hurting at the moment is, well, and if you're not seeing the support that's there, then you're not allowing yourself to see it. And I didn't. Put my hand up on that one. For a while there, I sat there in my own squalor. And I thought, you know, I'd been hit by a roadside bomb. Why wasn't everyone doing everything for me? It's not my fault. Well, that was my biggest yoke of oppression on my own shoulders. That's the thing I had to break in half to realise that my condition was mine. I had some great help and great support. As soon as I put my hand up and realised that, you know, tripping over my daughter's scooter when I got home from work and going ballistic at her wasn't normal. Having arguments constantly in my family wasn't normal. Continually judging lots of people around me heavily was not normal. Being negative constantly and having volatile emotions was not normal. I don't experience that anymore. I got my life squared. I'm loving my life and I love what I do. A lot of people I've found don't actually understand that you can recover. But you can not only recover, I didn't just recover, I grew from the experience. If you want to look it up, go for post-traumatic growth. You won't find too much of it on the internet, because it's an unknown concept in the psychiatric fraternity. I'm exhibit A of post-traumatic growth because I did the work inside. Resilience is about finding something that really resonates with you. So if you haven't found that person to help you there, it's because you haven't looked hard enough, or you haven't opened your eyes up to the fact that they're right there. Personal responsibility. In the military, we were great at personal responsibility. We took ownership of our stuff. We trained hard, we got given a mission, and bang, it was on. Game on. Use the same principles. If you want to look a guy up who's doing some great work, Dion Jensen. Look at his book, PTSD, A Good News Story. It's a great practical step-by-step thing that'll take you through it. But also, there's plenty of stuff out there. Dane Christensen's doing some great work around Brisbane area. Lots of people are there to help. The question is, do you just want to stabilise yourself or do you want to grow? If you want to grow, that's hard work. I've been there. I've fought my demons, man. I thought combat was hard. I'll give you the big tip. Sitting in my own shame and guilt about some of the stuff that had gone on in my life was harder than that. I knew what to do with combat. I didn't know what to do with those emotions. However, I found someone who did. I found someone who could help me get through my stuff. Blaming my family situation for my wife or my kids, that was a symptom of what was going on inside. I had to take ownership of that. And when I did, my whole life changed. I strongly suggest, if you've got a negative attitude, if you believe there's no help out there, if you believe the world's against you, if you're fighting with internally and within your family, if you're squabbling with people that are there to help you, I guarantee, turn the mirror up, man, and look inside. And guess what? When you do, you will help yourself liberate yourself from those things. We control 3 things in life: our thoughts, our words, our deeds. No one else controls them. You might think they do. We allow them to influence them. And depending on our emotional connection, we allow them to influence them substantially. When I learnt that and I reclaimed my control of my thoughts, my words, my deeds, my life totally changed. I now live in an amazing relationship with my wife, who I gave every single reason to walk out the door. And there was many times that she was on the bloody threshold. But I've bonded now beyond that I knew possible when we got married. My kids come to me with emotional turbulence issues. Why? I've owned my shit. I've transcended my demons. If you take a message away from this, opening up is not weakness. Sharing in a way which opens yourself up to be helped is not weakness. That's strength. That takes courage, man. All we need is a little bit more courage, and we've got oodles of it. That's why we joined the military in the first place. We've seen some stuff that other people haven't seen, and we hope they never have to. Use that courage now, turn it inwards, transcend it, give yourself a mission. The mission is to be the best person you can possibly be. If not for yourself, for all those mates around you, for your loved ones, and all those that when you stand up, you be strong, and you transcend your demons, they'll benefit from it too. Remember, everyone is here walking the same journey in life. All we have to do is ask for help, and it will be there as long as we're willing to accept it. Trust that's helpful. Overwatch, great job. Keep it up. Loving your action. Cheers.